It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. For Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They go play action. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's Locke back near his goal line. That's going to be caught by Judy. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
10 at the 28-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Gordon. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, it's Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Steven Sims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
The score, Browns 7, Broncos 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Block working out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Mayfield. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
1st down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Browns 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Locke going to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Locke. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
From the gun, it's Locke. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. From the gun, Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
38-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Mayfield on play action. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Mayfield on 1st down. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Chubb. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Good job.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Broncos 21, Browns 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 29.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Clock now to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
54 is Mike.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 10-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Mayfield down. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
The Browns 1st down.
Now Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
To throw in his lock. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lock and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. He was 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's good.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
At the 49-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Porter. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Midfield to the
Tracy Walker in on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Check.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now to the air. Lock. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game. And leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On 1st down, it's Porter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Muscles him off.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 27.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Browns.
Mayfield looks to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 44. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Play fake. Mayfield. The throw taken in by Sims. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you talk about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Austin Seibert.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
At the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Check 24. Check.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Here's Mayfield. Open man here, Sims complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
The Browns first down.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
The field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Browns, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.